What is your full name?
Kimberly Ann Pop.
Where are you from?
I grew up in Elon Park, Michigan, downriver.
And how old were you in 2009?
In 2009, I have to tell you my age, was 37.
What do you recall about your financial life before the Great Recession, or 2007?
Well, I had 2 kids, and I had the same job I have now. Well, pretty much the same job. I was a nurse then, so I don't remember having any sort of financial hardships. I just always lived within my means.
Okay. Were you overly worried about the health of the economy?
Nope. I don't really worry about those things. I just focus on whatever, is my situation or our situation as a family. So I don't really worry about what's going on around me unless it's affecting me. And at that time, it wasn't affecting me at all.
Okay. Had you experienced economic hardships prior to 2007?
Well, when I was young, before I had kids, I wasn't very smart with my money, and I did have some hardships like way back when I was young, but not since I had gotten married or had kids. No.
Okay. What were your first feelings or emotions after learning about this severe economic situation?
Well, I was sad for people. I mean, I was okay though, so I wasn't like terribly worried. But there were some people around me that had some situations that were happening that weren't too great. That made me a little bit sad, but it didn't affect me, so I wasn't super disturbed by any of it.
So you didn't lose your job?
Nope.
Or have any difficulty finding work because you already had a job?
Nope. I'm a nurse. I can find work any day, any place. There are sick people.
You didn't lose your home, or
did
you lose any other assets?
I did not lose any other assets. No.
Okay.
I think that the stocks, my retirement money went down a little bit, but it wasn't anything that I was, disturbed by.
Okay, so that's loss of savings. Your retirement went down.
Well, maybe it went down a little bit. It's recovered since then, but It might have went down a little then. I didn't really keep track too much of it. I was busy.
Okay, did reduction of income hours at work?
No, that has never happened to me. Actually, it
So
gets busier and busier as in healthcare. There's more and more work hours if you want them.
So your pay didn't go down?
Never.
Never? Okay. What economic decisions did you and your family make response to this severe economic situation?
We made some pretty good decisions actually. So we were going to try to sell the house that we were living in because we knew that we could move into a nicer home in a nicer area for cheaper because the housing prices went way down. So we knew we could buy something bigger for less money. But we couldn't sell the house we were living in, so that was a bit of an issue. We tried for a little while. Then I decided I would try to rent it. And so we rented the house, which was great, and figured we would try to rent it as long as we could until the economic situation in the country got better so that we could sell it and actually either break even or make money. But we couldn't sell it at the time because it was not worth as much as what we owed on it. So then we decided we would rent it. We found a renter, and then we bought a house for a really great price. It was worth way more than what we bought it for, but we were able to do that because of the market, because the economic situation was poor.
So did you think that other people were having bad effects from this situation?
Sure, yeah. The people that we rented the house to were, I think they're about 15 years older than I was, and they couldn't buy a house because their economic situation wasn't good, and their finances weren't good, so they had to rent a house. They weren't able to get a mortgage at the time. So lucky for us, they rented the house and we were able to buy the other house.
Okay, so what do you think of President Barack Obama and the Congress's reaction to the Great Recession?
I love President Barack Obama. I wish he was still president. Can I say that? His reaction to the situation, is that what your question was?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not exactly sure on the details. I don't really follow politics super closely. But his reaction must have been good because things got way better. And housing prices went up. You know, I was able to get right side up on the house that we were renting, so able to consider selling that at the time. And I was able to sell the house that we had purchased over that time frame that Barack was president, and make a good amount of money off of it to buy an even bigger house.
Okay, so how has the Great Recession changed you?
It's made my life better. I know that's terrible to say, but it allowed us to make money off of a house that we bought low and get into an even better situation.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.